Welcome back, everyone. This is Super Kelly Brothers Podcast, episode 249 for the 5th of the 5th, 2024. My name's Sloan Kelly.
Good evening. My name is Jody Kelly.
Hola.
Hola.
¿Cómo está?
What?
¿Dónde está el biblioteca?
God.
¿Dónde está el restaurante?
Oui. Is that French? Was that Spanish? Or was it what?
That was Spanish.
Was that Spanish?
Right, okay. Yeah. Comment below.
Okay.
It's from Community. It's Jack Black's in it as a special guest star.
Oh, really? Right.
And he plays this it's not an obnoxious character, but he plays this very Jack Black type character in it.
It's a very random
one of the things
start.
One of the things he says is "Donde está el restaurante?" I just like the way he says it.
Yeah, it's okay.
How has your week been?
Great. Happy Star
That's
Wars
good.
Day yesterday, everybody. I hope you did something Star Wars-ish. All right, be able to hear we Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
That's right, aye.
Reference.
Nerd.
I know you did something for Star Wars Day yesterday.
I did nothing for Star Wars Day yesterday.
Was that today?
I did it today.
I keep getting mixed up because Star Wars was just.
I don't know.
Well,
yeah, Star Wars Day was yesterday, but I didn't get a chance to do it yesterday.
Yeah.
But I did get a chance to do it today.
Yes.
Some Star Wars.
I went to my brother-in-law's and we watched. Well, we had in the background 3 films back to back, and we had a Star Wars quiz. I brought my Stormtrooper helmet, which I've not got. It's here somewhere, not in here. It's like there. And we kind of had a nice Star Warsy time. Great.
Very nice.
And you did today.
Storm's coming, Annie. Let's get inside.
You saw your favourite character from Phantom Menace again.
And I bet you guys don't know her name. It's Goody Foodie.
Is that actually? Did you? I thought you made that up.
No, it's actually
her name's Goody Foodie, the wee old lady that says to Anakin, "The storm's coming." Storm's.
She says, "Oh, my back's playing up. Storm's coming, Annie. Let's get yourself
that
indoors." Yeah, she says that.
She
yeah,
never does.
It also contains my favorite line from Obi-Wan, which is, "The boy's dangerous. They all sense it. Why can't you?" I love that line because it's the only one I can do.
Yeah. I'll tell you what though. Was you know how George Lucas notoriously changes every time he re-releases something? You know, one of the episodes. Did you notice any changes at all in it?
This was a completely and utterly lazy release because it's Disney that's running the show now, not George Lucas. I'm assuming there would be like animals going in front of camera and all that kind of stuff if it had been George Lucas, but no, it was not. It was just a straight up cash and then for Christmas.
No additional scenes, extended scenes of Goody Woody.
I'll tell you something. By the way, I made that joke up. She's not Goody Foodie.
Goody Foodie tissues.
Goody Foodie, because it's a good wife. Goody Foodie. Anyway, because she's selling lark's tongue or something. I don't know what she's selling. There was supposed to be a clip of the Acolyte at the end of it.
Yes.
The lights went on, and we were told to get out of the theater. That's what happened.
Just you two. Just no one else. You two out.
The guy came up, shook me, and I went, "Oh, what?" And then told me to leave.
Yeah.
I'll tell you something. The guy at the cinema, I said, "All right, thanks, mate," and he went, "Okay, thanks, cheers, cheers."
Clydebank banter.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So we did get an Acolyte trailer, but we're going to talk about that later, aren't we?
We have it. We have it. Yep.
Yeah.
It's on the old show.
On the list.
On the list.
We've got a list.
As is the Boys trailer as well. The Boys.
Hello, I've not seen that.
I've
heard about it.
I've
not seen it. Yeah. All to come.
Cheers.
All to come. Exciting.
When we do the tea, can you keep an eye on the chat? Just in case there's anything coming in from the chat, because I can't, because I don't have my screens.
Don't you worry. I always keep an eye on it. Except when I don't keep an eye on it, then that's when
right.
it goes to, up
pear
the wall.
shapedness.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of it was a good day going to the cinema. I mean, I went to the cinema twice this weekend.
I know you did.
Yeah. Once on Friday and once on yesterday.
Usually
I'm doing it now. Just
yeah. Usually we rely on James because he's got one of those special tickets that you can go,
That's right, yeah,
and see multiple films for every month.
The kids have them. I say kids because they're inverted commas because they're both over the age of majority.
Of course. Yeah, I mean, well, we'll talk about it later. But must have been pretty good seeing that again because I think your first memories of Phantom Menace in the cinema were a bit confused.
I have thoughts.
Aye. I thought you might.
But let's wait to the end of the show and let's hope I don't get cut off.
Hell.
But first, let's play the intro twice.
Yeah, let's do that.
So Andy's slowly flexing his deep pockets. Well, the first one was a gift. Because I'm skint.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving along.
You just can't hide money. You know what I mean?
Can't hide money. That's right. Yeah. Let's go for window, and then let's go for this one, and we'll go to here, and then we'll some sad news from the world of entertainment. Bernard Hill, Hauser Hughes himself, dead, 76.
Captain of the Titanic, was he?
Captain of the Titanic, yeah. King of
Lord of the
Goblin
Rings
folk in Lord of the Rings, yeah.
He was in the coma. He was the coma guy in Lord of the Rings, wasn't he?
Coma guy.
Do you remember Lord of the Rings?
The wormy guy.
Yeah,
and he was
Weasel, or whatever his name was. Yes,
and he was like, kill them all.
Yeah.
Yes, he was him. That was him. And
fantastic
then at the
actor.
He just did the whole springy thing. Sorry,
yeah, people of our age will remember from Supergran. I mean, Boys of the Black Stuff. And Liverpudlian, I think, actor.
I don't think he was Liverpudlian.
Was he not?
I don't think so. I think when he was in, he played Hauser Hughes and Boys in the Black Stuff. I'm not sure if he was.
It says Liverpool there.
Aye, because that's where.
Was that because Hauser? I just
there.
associate him with that show though, which was I know was quite
English
quite
actor.
He's done loads of great stuff since then, but
he was born in Blackley, Manchester. There you
go. So what's his kind of most latest kind of things that he's been in apart from?
He has been in Forever Young, Second Chance, Interlude City, Golden Years, North versus South, Paranorman. Paranorman? Yeah, these are all from like a couple of years ago.
I mean, recently.
Some of them were recent. The last thing he did on TV was Unforgotten on ITV. It was from 10 years ago, so I'm assuming he retired.
That was the last thing he did. Was 10 years ago. Bloody hell.
2015, yeah, on TV.
All right, okay. So he's not really done much recently. Right.
Well, he did Forever Young, whatever that is. I don't know what Forever Young is.
No idea.
Don't know.
I know the song. Not that one. Not that song. No.
Not that one. Who sings that again? Oh, that's right. Keep it that way.
Yeah. Aye. Yeah, it's a shame. Unprompted Supergram. Yeah, I know. I did it for you, Andrew, to be honest with you. I saw you were on and I thought, I can't not mention Supergram.
Was Bernard Hill in Superman?
No. I just brought that, just randomly put it in there.
He wasn't.
Okay, right, cool.
Well, not cool.
R.I.P. Bernard.
R.I.P. Yeah. So Ryan Gosling's The Fall Guy lands 10.4 million opening day. It did not do well at the international box office either, and it garnered 18.8 for its first weekend, which is not good. Now, James, who might be joining us later, he said that people don't like it when Hollywood pats themselves in the back, and I think he might have a point. I thought it was quite a fun movie, but we'll get to my review of it later on. But yeah, people did not like this movie. They didn't fancy it at all. Now, do you think that's a Ryan Gosling thing, or like is it the stars of it were?
You wouldn't have thought so, would
not
you?
As big a draw.
On the back of the Barbie, you would have thought he would be riding the wave,
riding the pink wave.
Yeah, the old pink wave. Maybe it's not pink enough. Maybe he's went too far the other way. Don't know. Maybe. But I would have thought it would have been a big hit. But the trailers make it look great as well. I've not seen the movie, you have. But
the cast is great. So Ryan Gosling's in it.
Yeah.
Emily Blunt, Hannah Waddingham, Aaron Taylor Johnson, and who's the other guy? Jason Momoa's in it as well.
Wow, really? It just goes to show you, though, doesn't it, that no matter, it's a hefty cast, and
it's a lot of money.
It's a kind of from what I believe, it's a kind of romantic thing, but it's also got the action thing in it.
Yeah.
And it kind of ticks a lot of boxes for a lot of people. It's not. For some reason, it's not working. I wonder why. It's bizarre. Yeah.
It's also
we're going to see it tomorrow. Actually.
Are you?
We're going to see it tomorrow.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Some kind of bank holiday.
Yeah, unfortunately, I've not seen it before in this podcast. But,
yeah. I mean, it's also got the nostalgia factor as well, because the Lee Majors, Heather Thomas, Heather Thomas, show was on in the 80s, and it was great. Sort of the theme song. It was that kind of stuff.
Do you think that's one of the most more remembered ones though from the 80s? I mean, we remember we used to watch it, but it's not like Starsky and Hutch or one of the big
DJ Hooker.
Well, it's it's not like one of the kind of Dukes of Hazzard and things like that.
No, it's true.
Is it as fondly remembered as those ones?
Maybe not. Supergran, yeah. I'm surprised they've never done a movie of Supergran, to be honest.
Well, so's Andrew. Anyway,
that's right. Yeah.
But do you know what I mean? Lee Majors, obviously, that is a $1 Million Man. Why did they never make that one into a movie?
Couldn't afford it. $6 million, Jody.
Or is it a bit kind of passé now because of all the superhero stuff?
Maybe.
Fall Guy is more kind of grounded,
more relatable.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I think giving my review away, it reminded me of the movie Hooper in bits as well.
Kind of wisecrack.
It's not a bad thing.
I can imagine.
Yeah, yeah, and
I
it's
think we can all
like
imagine what the film's going to. I think we can all imagine what the film's going to be. It's going to be pretty predictable and stuff like that. And
it's not winning any Oscars. Well, it might win it for special effect. Well, it's not going to win it for stuntmen because there's no stuntmen awards, which is what they kind of do. That kind of like, you mean there's no awards for stuntmen?
Yeah, we were saying
one of those kind of things.
There definitely should be.
There should be, yeah.
Definitely. Yeah.
They actually have there's a guy at the end of it, and he's referenced as stunt designer.
Right.
So I don't know if that's like a thing that they're going to try and push.
And he just says, "Do this, do this." I'm not doing that, by the way.
Do it.
But you guys can do it.
Yeah, he says, "Do it." He's got a big hat on.
Too dangerous for me to do it, but however, I'm happy for you guys to do it. One of those guys.
If you wouldn't mind, just go through, set yourself on fire, and then jump 200 feet over that canyon
through a window of a car. Yeah,
exactly. You'll be fine.
Yeah, I'll be fine. I would do it, but I'm not going to. So
I would do it.
You do it, please.
Aye, exactly.
He's that guy.
In contrast, the they re-released some Star Wars movie this weekend for some reason, and it made $924 million at the global box office
this weekend.
Apparently,
no, it never.
Oh, sorry, a total of 924 million. No, wait, no. Let me check that out.
This weekend, it's made that compared to the Fall Guy. The Fall Guy's made like £5, and this.
Where's the charts? Maybe not. Maybe it was for the whole thing. Sorry.
Yeah, it kind of made that.
The whole thing. Yeah.
It was a big deal though this weekend.
Yeah.
At the box, I think it's made the most money of a re-released film. Is that not the point?
Yes. Yeah. Oh, sorry.
There you
I
go.
Apologize. Sorry. It's 43 million for the US. Well, there you go. It's 43 million for the US and 59 million internationally. So it does blow the Fall Guy out of the water.
That's bizarre, isn't it? Wow.
It's crazy. I mean, it's a 25-year-old movie.
Yeah, I mean the timing's perfect for it, though, and the generation that watched those movies are now sort of 30 years old or whatever, making
taking their kids,
their kids. Yeah. Obi-Wan, obviously, kind of the nostalgia for that as well. All that stuff. People are. I'm saying I'm not surprised in hindsight, obviously, but that's a great result though. For a film that when we watched that film,
for roughly 3 months in
that was in 2012.
2012. Glad you're here, James.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, February 2012.
Oh, in 2012 it earned. You're right. Yeah. Right. So what did it earn this? Right.
I want to know what it earned this one.
Shall we switch the podcast off and start again?
I will just turn the podcast. Yeah, let's just shut it down. Hold on a minute.
Phantom Menace. Don't do that. The Phantom Menace scores one of the biggest re-releases at the domestic box office ever.
Preparation's the key to these podcasts, I think. Right, and it says, rakes in 2.3 million domestically in its 2024 re-release.
Right, that sounds more like it. Outshining Spider-Man films, right? Okay.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Well, that's not. I mean, that's crap.
James, thank God you're here.
I know.
How were you able to see that? And I'm meant to be in charge of the
old things because I'm just flicking back and forth.
I'll tell you what, though, I'm looking for now the success of Phantom Menace. I think we're going to get a solo Jar Jar Binks movie.
Oh my God! Please no.
What do you reckon?
I'll tell you something. That character is still annoying.
Yeah, Jar Jar Binks' adventures in space.
There's again. I'll get to it later.
Yeah, I get it.
I want to talk about it just now.
Do you remember the first time we went to see? You do remember because we all went to see it with bated breath. The trailer looked amazing. James. Oh, thanks, James. James is in there.
No, yeah.
Thank you. We went to see the Phantom Menace for the first time. Trailers looked brilliant, and then when we went to see it and we walked out absolutely confused, going, "What the hell?" I mean, there's great bits in it, but you're like, what the hell did I just watch? And then I watched it last year, I think. The podcast is the pod race is too long.
The whole Tatooine thing.
The whole thing. But we'll get into you've seen it most recently.
Yeah.
So let's talk about that later.
I have thoughts.
Yeah.
Sam came up with a great question as well. Right. And I was like,
Oh, interesting. Okay.
This made my heart leap like gazelle, as they say in sneakers. Jeff Bridges apparently has confirmed that he's coming back, baby. He's going to return as Flynn. Here seen looking annoyed at Clue in the last Tron Legacy, which was 11 billion years ago. When was the last one? It was 2009, wasn't it?
It was the 70s.
So
Yeah.
It was
back in the
15
70s.
years ago.
Yep.
And then before that, it was 1982.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So 1982 to 2009, and then from 2009 to 2014, and we still don't have it yet because I think it's like a 2025 release.
I would arguably say the second one's better.
I wouldn't argue.
Because the first one was good. Well, the first one was good because the first one landed was completely.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying the first one's bad, but I think I enjoyed the second one because the technology was there, and
yes,
we knew the characters, and so we were kind of drawn in.
And again, they used. I know it's all like a lot of the backgrounds are CGI and things like that, but all the props that are local to the actors are all physical. So all the costumes and everything, they were all lit up.
Yeah.
Internally, which just looks amazing. Like it just looks
really good. Daft Punk soundtrack as well.
Oh my god! Are they going to come back to the soundtrack?
Well, they're split. They don't exist anymore. So
get them out of retirement.
Get them out of retirement. Yep, absolutely. What a soundtrack! And a perfect marriage, actually, of that. And the way it ended, it kind of set it up for a sequel as well.
Yeah, it did,
didn't it?
Yeah, because the whole thing was Cora was out in the real world. And,
that's right.
And what's going to happen next?
So it was going to have a battle within the real world of, the Tron sort of characters. So they definitely set it up. So, exciting. I mean, what's not to like? Jeff Bridges back.
I know.
Yeah.
And he was kind of a different character. He was the same person, obviously, but he was a different character because he'd been stuck in the machine for so long, and I thought he did a really good.
Well, it was the dual character thing of Superman.
He was
and Superman 3 and stuff like that. And I suppose I don't know, kind of a little bit Star Wars-ish, that thing, the good and the bad,
and then, of course,
the light side type thing.
They ripped off Tron Legacy and remade it as Marvel's Quantumania.
They actually did. You're right. Yeah. Totally ripped off. Absolutely shocking.
News in from the world of drones. This is so good.
Oh, man, this is cool. Yeah, this was yesterday, wasn't it?
These are drones that are above the Angel Stadium. Just look at that, animations and the fades.
Yeah. Wonder how many drones was that? Do you think? Must have been thousands.
I don't know.
To create those images in the sky. I mean, surely now I'd rather go and see that than a fireworks display. And I don't know how much that costs to do. But I'd much rather go and see that than fireworks display.
I mean, you can break it. Oh, that looked amazing. That the reveal of Darth Vader there.
Look at that as well.
But the amazing thing about that, though, is when you think it's just basically like a 3D dot matrix display.
Yeah,
that's all it is.
Yeah.
But just the way that they program it and set the drones up and everything, it looks so amazing.
Well, it's a point cloud system, isn't it? And
yes,
within a computer,
exactly
and they're just navigated to the correct points so that they appear a 3D image in the sky. It's incredible. It's fantastic.
Yeah. So they have it in Disneyland Paris, the drone shows.
They do a thing like that with see, when I used to work for sort of swimming pool things, and we used to do fountains and things like that. They do a thing where water droplets, they kind of cut them off. It's like a kind of line of water droplets, but they do it in sequence with a computer, and they kind of drop them off so that you can have lettering like that as well.
Oh, and it's got like a strobe on it?
A stream of water. Yeah. It's really pretty clever. So it's I suppose it's a similar sort of thing that control H. What do you call that? H human user interface or whatever.
Oh, HCI, human computer interface.
Whatever it is, anyway, the way they control it, it's just pretty mind blowing these days. Yeah.
Talking of mind-blowing, here's a game I'm never going to buy. Alien Rogue Incursion is announced for Quest 3.
No, thank you.
This is
I think if I played that, I'd actually die.
You'd trip over your TV. I saw this and I was like, there is no way. If somebody said, "Oh, I've got a new game for my VR," oh, cool, what is it? Is it like, some Beat Blades or something like that? And be like, no, it's Alien. I'd be like, no, thanks. I appreciate it, but it's not happening.
Yeah.
No, there's no way I'm having a face hugger jump. I'd fall back over a sofa.
I think the safest way to play an Alien game is on the Switch, because you're kind of far enough removed from it. You've got it in your hands. You can throw it away.
You can go
when you get scared. So that's my way of playing Alien Isolation, folks.
Yeah.
But this with VR goggles strapped to my face, I might as well have a bloody face hugger strapped to my face. No thanks. No, thank you. I would be terrified. I can't play Five Nights at Freddy.
I know.
You've seen the short clip. I can't play that. I get too invested.
It's on our TikTok as well.
Real.
If you want to watch it.
It feels real.
And YouTube channel. Yeah.
There's
no way I'd be playing that.
I don't think has there been footage of it yet, though. See, is there a trailer?
No. Oh no, hold on.
Oh no, wait a minute. Oh, God.
Yeah, here you go.
Okay.
Get ready.
Here we go. It's probably a wee teaser thing.
That might be.
I've been right into Alien this weather, and James watched Alien.
Doing this thing here. Is it not the 45th anniversary of it?
I think there's some sort of
anniversary. 79.
Alien is in my streams everywhere just now. And then James watched Aliens, I think. That's just the logo, isn't it? The Metroid 4, we're never going to get it, are we?
Yeah, you're not getting the music. I am. Right. don't like it.
No. Anyway, that's going to be a good game, though.
Yeah.
For people that like to get freaked out.
So, one of the hardest working actors in Hollywood, Paul Walter Hauser, has been cast in the Fantastic Four for an unspecified role. He's also cast as Chris Farley in the Chris Farley biopic.
Really? No, right, okay. Right,
directed by Josh Gad as well.
Ah, cool. Interesting.
Who plays Lamonsoft in Pixels.
Right. So he's not going to be Doctor Doom then.
No.
He must be like a goodie. He must be like a scientist, maybe
a shield agent or something.
I think he's probably like a wee scientist dude.
Wee scientist guy.
That we feel, he's like the kind of he's us looking in,
Oh, right. The man in the chair. He's the man in the chair.
That type of character, I reckon.
Yeah.
Watching it, asking the questions we would ask. Yeah.
I think he's brilliant. Like anytime he's in a scene, I'm watching him.
Yeah.
Even if he's just background.
Yeah,
he's brilliant.
I think the whole casting that they've done's been spot on, actually.
Yeah, because you get you get Pedro Pascal, Vanessa Kirby, she plays Invisible Woman. Joe Quinn plays the Human Torch. Even Moss Barrack does the Thing, and then Julia Garner is Silver Surfer.
Oh, Silver Surfer's in it. Oh, it's a female Silver Surfer. That's right. Yeah.
And it's going to mark the beginning of. But it feels like because of the sort of mid-century modern thing it's going for, it feels like it's going to be a different universe.
Yeah.
To 616.
Yeah. The female Silver Surfer is a comic book thing, though. It's not.
I think so.
It's not something that
it's not just cooked up.
Marvel Studios have made up. Yeah.
No. No.
I don't know if it's a deep cut or what, but I don't know. I suppose they did the Lawrence Fishburne Silver Surfer and the second live action movie they did, which was good. Bit campy, but good.
Yeah, it was alright.
they treated the Silver Surfer really well. Actually, I thought it was really good the way they did it.
Yeah.
Those films were okay. Actually, I didn't mind them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were a bit campy though, as you said.
Aye, totally. Yeah.
And then that leads us to the trailers. Should we leave the Acolyte for last?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go through the boys. The boys. So this picks off where season 3 left over. Which I can't remember.
I was going to say it feels like a long time since season 3 finished. I know we've had that wee filler one, the teenage one that you liked.
Yeah, Gen V or whatever it's called.
Yeah. Which I've not got back to, but I should. I know you keep telling me that. But I love the boys. It just gets better and better. It's so good. The writers are great on it because
they're so good.
You know I think the comic book was good, but everybody says now that the TV series has surpassed the comic book. I don't know how many issues there were with the comic book, but
yeah.
I
mean, they very much are kind of playing into the sort of what's happening in America just now.
But it's like
should have warned it's a bit gory. This one, strangely enough.
Yeah, but it's like the writers with Fallout as well. They've taken the material Fallout from the games,
Dead,
and then they've doubled up on all those themes, and they've just taken them and expanded all the kind of ideas from that, and they'll do that in the next series as well. It's going to be really good.
Also, that guy's the dad in Supernatural, so that's the second Supernatural actor to be in The Boys.
Oh, really?
Yeah, after Jensen from last season. Remember he played Soldier Boy.
Oh yeah, he was great.
Yeah,
that was so good. I mean, season 3 was probably. I mean, I keep thinking, right, season 1 was brilliant. Season 2, right, okay, it's great. You're not going to get much better than that. Season 3, right, how can you surpass season 3? And then, so I don't know. I hope this is going to be great as well.
Yeah. This is the last one, isn't it? They're not doing any more after this. This is
it 4? Is it?
I think it's 4 and done. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, Attack of the Killer Sheep. This looks great as well.
Is that not a Jeff Minter game?
Yeah, it is. Good old Lamasoft.
Yep.
And this one is Megalopolis.
Yeah.
Megalopolis.
This is a strange one. This is a movie that Francis Ford Coppola has been making for quite a few years, and he's self-funding it as well. So this is like his, completely his baby. There's no studio interference at all. But do you not think this is a very odd first look clip?
This is a weird trailer, and like I don't understand.
Nothing.
I mean, he's climbing the Chrysler building.
Yeah,
Mary Chrysler, and I don't know. I mean, obviously, you don't know why because it's just a trailer, but it's the New York skyline. I don't know if it's any different to I don't have a frame of reference. The only thing that's a bit weird is he says stop, and then all the traffic stops below him.
Yeah.
And then he clicks his finger and the traffic starts again.
It's an original concept from Francis Ford Coppola as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's him going science fiction, and it's New York has something catastrophic's happened in New York, and we don't know what, but obviously something weird happens, and he can do. I don't know. It really doesn't show you much more about it than that. It's like what I've read about it, but that doesn't really explain what's going on here. So I'm not sure. Yeah. All I can say is Adam Driver's haircut is pretty radical in this.
On point.
That's the first time I've seen Adam Driver's ears. Has he them pinned back?
No,
Do you think he's them pinned back?
Maybe actually, yeah.
Because
because you saw him as Kylo Ren, and he looked like the old.
He's always covered
the
them up
guy.
his hair.
Yeah,
I don't want to go talking about his bloody ears, but
I know.
he looks a
Mr.
bit
Spock, I can't believe your ears,
Spock-like.
Captain. Neither can I.
I don't know what to mention Spock, especially not in your presence. Glad James isn't here.
I know. Thanks. Will 40, one of my
For that
favorite
sense, anyway.
comicins.
Oh, me too.
Has got a new thing out. He plays
I'm
a
in
podcaster.
straight away.
He plays a
I'm in.
podcaster.
Right.
Can you see this when I'm watching it?
I can. This looks like the UK.
It's set in Ireland.
Ah, right, okay.
So he goes in search of the Bodkin, which has been killing things, and there's like an Irish Day of the Dead thing going on,
Right.
and then he finds out that things are not quite as the way they seem, and so he's basically investigating, but all the kids are truly awful to them.
Is this his creation?
Really good.
The same as Last Man on Earth?
I don't know.
Was Last Man on Earth his creation?
It was, yes.
Because that was so good, man. You turned me into that. It's so funny, so good.
Him as Tandy.
I'm right in for this.
Yeah.
So this is Netflix.
I thought you'd like this one. So this is Netflix, yeah.
Right. Brilliant.
So anyway, there's a lot of talking in this this trailer, so you need to go and watch it yourselves. But it's really good, and like all the people in it are just like strange and
fantastic.
It's amazing.
Yeah. I'm well up for that.
And then this one it's been out for a few weeks now. Dark Matter.
Okay.
So that guy,
the Apple one,
Lord of the Rings, yeah. Joel Egerton. Joel Egerton. He was in that that weird one where they were
Solo.
They were outlaws.
Not Solo.
No, what was the one where they were outlaws?
TV series.
I was in the Obi-Wan. He played
Uncle Owen.
Uncle Owen. He was also in Hobbit as well. But he was in that one where him and his pal were outlaws. That was Jimmy Smith or Jimmy Simpson.
Jimmy 2 times from the
Jimmy
Goodfellas.
2 times, yeah. Anyway, cracking actor, but this is another science fiction-y type weirdy thing.
Apple seem to like them, don't they?
They
a lot of those on Apple.
Yeah. So anyway, so it's another kind of parallel worlds type thing.
Yep.
I don't know what to say. They like you said, they do like these things. So
yeah. I mean, you get Severance. You get this. The what do you call it? The Cosmos one.
Constellation.
Yeah.
All good.
Yeah. I'll probably watch it, but I've not watched it yet. I know it's out, but I will watch it.
So we have a whole bunch of these movies here.
Is James jumping on, do you think?
I don't know. I don't see him. If he's not, what we can do is we can wait until next week and we can do this with him.
No, we'll just do it.
You just do it just now?
Yeah, we'll just do it.
Okay.
If he jumps on, he jumps on.
Yeah. That should be mega.
Let's not tease everybody.
I know. Okay, so this is the list of what we think are going to be the big blockbuster movies, but I kind of want to it's a lot of work to compile this list, so I think we should bring it down to like between 5 and 10 movies that we think are going to be like the peak ones. So we don't need to track everything.
Yep.
We just need to track the ones that we think it's going to be hits. So out of this one, what do you think is not going to be like a massive hit?
Well, I think The Fall Guy is not going to be. I'll tell you the ones I want to be a hit. How about
that? Okay.
I want The Fall Guy to be a hit.
Right.
I want The King of the Planet of the Apes to be a hit.
Okay.
If I'd like to be a hit.
Yep.
Furiosa, I'd like to be a hit.
Yep.
Pixar, Inside Out 2, I want to be a hit.
Yep. Horizon.
What's that one again?
James mentioned it. He said it's Kevin Costner's cowboy movie.
Oh, yeah. I'm not that bothered. Apparently Kevin Costner's a bit difficult, so I'm not that fussed. Quiet Place Day One. I do love those films. I want to be a hit. Despicable Me, I want to be a hit. Maxine, I 100% want to be a hit. If you've never seen the movie
Pearl and
Pearl is top tier. I've not seen the XXX one, but Pearl is just top tier. It's absolutely brilliant genre film. Deadpool Wolverine. I'm actually not that fussed.
What?
I don't know why, but I'm not that fussed. It's not got me that excited. I think I've seen it all before almost, the humour and things. So I'm not that fussed. Borderlands, I want to be a hit. That looks great. Trap, I want it to be a hit. Alien Romulus, I want to be a hit. I'm not fussed about the other three, really.
Okay.
So that's my ones. The Crow looks pretty interesting, but did you see the trailer for that? With
no, I haven't. No, but I mean, you're remaking a
movie that didn't do that well in the first place.
Yeah, and tragedy and all that kind of stuff follows it.
Yeah, of course, with Brandon Lee.
Brandon Lee,
yeah. With
Beetlejuice.
Do you know? I think that's a sequel that doesn't need to be made. Do you? Yeah.
I'm gonna go and see it, but
so am I.
Probably, but I don't know.
I love Michael Keaton. I do, and I love Winona Ryder.
Yeah.
So, and that factor, yes, please, but
yeah. And then
what about in my life? Not really.
Transformers 1.
Yeah, which is supposed to be kind of an origin sort of thing.
They're all doing this. I mean, there's Quiet Place Day 1, there's Transformers 1.
Yeah. Yeah. Is that going to be close? I mean, I don't really know the lore of Transformers, or was it just a toy that they...
I'll tell you something, the Spectrum game was terrible. That's all I remember about Transformers.
Yeah. But did the toy come first and then they had to build a story about it? Because that's what happened with He-Man, wasn't it?
I think it's the same thing, yeah.
The toy was first, and then they were like, "Oh, let's make a cartoon out of this."
Never mind that. Where's the Mask movie?
Mask, Christ, jeez, oh man. You don't mean the Jim Carrey one? You mean the?
No, I don't know.
Mask.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
So no for Beetlejuice and no for Transformers.
That Maxine for me is probably my. Let me see. I think Kingdom of the Planet Apes I really want to see, and Maxine I really want to see, and Quiet Place Day 1 I want to see really badly.
Right.
And Borderlands I think as well, because Borderlands, although it's based on a computer game,
what was the other one you wanted?
I really want to see that.
Planet Apes. Oh no, I'm putting these the wrong one as well.
I'm seeing The Fall Guy tomorrow, so I suppose you'd better put that in. That's a must see.
Yeah.
I'll
put that in for me as well.
I'm intrigued. I have to say, I'm intrigued by that Megalopolis. The trailer's not pulled. That clip has not pulled me in at all, and that's really what it should have. That's its job, and it's not done it for me.
Yeah.
If as well, that's a definite. And Mad Max, the Mad Max one looks really good, I think.
Yeah, the Furiosa one. Yeah, I like that one as well. I'll change the color of that. The rest of these, Wolverine for me, because as much as I moan and complain about Marvel, I can't stop myself. A mass G1. There you go. And a mass G1 toy reissue with your wallet empty.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Where's the Mask movie? That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying, if you're doing a Transformers, you might as well do a Mask.
I have to say that passed me by.
I just remember it from games. rather than the toys themselves.
Yeah.
I want to see. I think you want to see the trap.
Oh yeah,
one.
yeah. All the ones that I said there are really the ones
these
I
are
want
all
to see. You know,
ones?
yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Bad Boys 4.
Cool.
I don't care. I really don't. Beetlejuice, I suppose, is a kind of.
I want to see that.
Beetlejuice is not a must see, but I will see it.
I'll add that then. See,
yeah. Yeah, for me, well, I mean, for must see, I suppose Alien, Maxine, Borderlands. Maybe that are all the red ones that you've put.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are there any other ones that you would go and see? Are you going to see Garfield?
No.
Are you going to see Bad Boys 4 Ride or Die? Which I'm pretty sure is a rip-off of what they say in Fast and Furious. But
no, I'm not going to see that in a million years.
Yeah.
Nope, doesn't interest me. Twisters doesn't interest me. You know, why are they making a sequel to that?
Now there's 2 Twisters. The Twisters are looking for revenge. That's what they did in Jaws.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. Is there any way I can put "don't want to see"?
Yeah, go for it.
I'm going to put "nope," and
because you're a big fearty.
Well, because I've never watched a Quiet Place movie, so
you're missing out.
I don't want to see it.
2 brilliant films.
Yeah,
great films.
I don't want to see Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes because I've never seen a Planet of the Apes film. I've never seen them.
Oh man, you're missing out big time.
Come
on, guys, comment. Please.
Push comes to shove, I don't really want to see Pixar's Inside Out because I didn't really like the first one.
What?
And I am a big fearty, so I'm not going to go and see Romulus.
You're kidding.
No, I can't do it, man. Unless it's a PG-13, in which case I might.
Well, see
it.
Unless it's a PG-13.
Unless it's a PG-13, it's a big PG-13, and I can watch it later.
You've seen the other Alien films. So what's wrong with that one?
I don't like them.
You don't like
them? Scary. They're too scary. I don't like scary movies. I like my film noirs, and that's it.
And you're Adam Sandler.
That's right. And Adam Sandler's, and that's it. Yeah. Exactly.
Okay.
So is that us for selections then? So those are the movies that you want to keep an eye on. Okay.
James can fit. Well, he's got that, so he can let us know.
He can fill in.
And what we'll do is next week, if he doesn't come on, it doesn't look as if he is. We'll get his filled in as well. So
nice. Yeah. Right. Awesome.
Sounds like you're going to be here for the next podcast, actually. Probably.
Probably actually, yeah. Probably.
Yep.
You need to get a bigger table.
You need a bigger room.
You need a bigger boat.
Yeah. What I'll do is I'll clear stuff out. But we'll
clear stuff out.
Yeah.
Do you want to move on to the next section of the old podcast?
Can we have a wee small
break? Breakette.
A wee breakette
for you.
A minute.
Okay. Let's. We'll see you guys in a couple of seconds. Bye. Yeah. So, Jody, what are you watching?
Can't see you. Oh, there you are. We've been watching. What have we been watching? We watched Masterminds, which is the Zach Galifianakis, Kirsten.
Oh, I have. Yeah, that's an old movie, man.
It's a movie.
No, it's an old movie. I'm saying.
Aye, but it's just on Netflix. I think recently.
No, it's a Netflix movie. It was on. We watched it about 5 years ago.
Maybe during
lockdown. Aye.
Well, for some reason, it jumped into my feed. Anyway, my God, that is a funny film. I really enjoyed it. It's based on a true story. His slapstick is absolutely off the scale. Good.
But it's 2016. It's almost 10 years ago.
No, I know it's an old film. I know.
2016.
I didn't realise it was on Netflix. I think it's new on Netflix to the UK, definitely, 100%.
Okay.
Yeah. Because it's never appeared before, and I've actually searched for it because we went through a bit of a Zach
Galifianakis
trip. We did the Between the Ferns movie and stuff, and then I was like, right, what's the next one we can watch? But it's not The Hangover because Danny's only 12.
You seen Campaign?
No, actually.
No, you should watch Campaign.
That's probably a good one. Yeah, good point. That is a good one.
He does his kind of Veggies and Funyuns voice.
Yes, right. That would be a good one, actually. Yeah.
And Will Ferrell punches a baby.
Right, what's Andrew saying here? Jody, it's a new sci-fi called The Black Ghost. Yeah, okay, Andrew. Do you know, see when Disney Plus first came out? That was the first movie I watched.
It was the first one I watched as well.
Was it? Because I thought that is the kind of, in my mind it was like this mystical kind of thing that I was like, I need to watch that. Yeah, so yeah.
Hands up who thinks it's a terrible film.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's got its moments. It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
It's not as good as I remember it, but
there's a bit in it where Roddy McDowell as the robot goes in and does that kind of choo 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 choo.
Yeah. I actually think if they remade it though, I think it'd be really good because the concept of it I think some of the concept's been stolen right enough.
Yeah.
I think Star Wars actually stole some of the concept Mandalorian, but
Black Hole 2, the Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah, I can't believe it. Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, magic. Can't wait. I'd watch that.
Max Cherry's in it as well.
Max Cherry,
Bill Bondsman is in it. Robert Forster.
Oh yeah, from Jackie Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. It is. Yeah. We finished Ripley, which is a program that I don't think anybody's talking about this show, but it's.
I watched the first episode of it.
Right.
By
the way, what?
I was going to say the only thing that stopped me from watching the rest of it is I just don't have the time because there's a whole bunch of stuff I'm doing and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
and I don't have time to watch it. But more people should be watching that show because it is fantastic. It is beautifully shot. Like even if you just want to watch it just for the cinematography, it is amazing. There's some brilliant. Like I've only watched the first episode, and the bits where he's like. He's going to his post box and you see it from the back and you see him and he's just this like he's inside a box and it's like, oh, he's trapped. I get it. Like it's just it's so good.
Everybody should be talking about this show. It is fantastic. I love it.
Well, it's a great direction thing rather than
like you say, it's so stylized, terrific.
It's in black and white.
He's brilliant.
As the Sun News people would say, not in colour.
Yeah. Andrew Scott is bloody brilliant in it.
So good.
Everybody's brilliant in it.
I love the bit. He says, "Excuse me, where's the villa?" And he says, "Oh, it's up there, but it's up there." And he goes, "All right, okay." And he goes up and he walks up to the top, and she goes, "Oh, they're not down there; they're on the beach." And he went, "The beach, okay."
a thing in that show because there's steps feature heavily in that every episode. Yeah. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant, really,
So
really.
good. Yeah.
We watched,
and you never mentioned this as well when you first started talking about Ripley. It's based on The Talented Mr. Ripley.
It is the movie, yeah, which I think is a book.
Which is a
Is
book.
it not a famous book?
It's a book from the 1950s.
Uh-huh.
In fact, I think Alan Delon was the first one to play Tom Ripley in the purple something or other. I did a bit of research.
Was it done before?
It's been remade quite a few times. Ripley. Yeah.
We started watching a comedy sketch show, which is it's 3 seasons in, but we were kind of late to the party. Called I think you should leave.
I think you should leave now. Yeah. I think you should leave. Yeah. It is. Yeah. It's not.
I think we spoke about this before because I think you've been watching it.
I've watched it all. Yeah. They're like 15 minutes long.
Yeah. It's really good. It reminds me of Lemmy.
Yeah.
Humor. Yeah. You know, and if you explain the sketches like I tried to last night, folk are like that.
Have you seen the one where he's trying to experiment in the drive-through?
No, but let's not explain it because it doesn't translate.
Well, he talks about paying it forward, so he like goes back through the drive-through and he orders like 55 sodas, 55 burgers, 55 pizzas, 55, and it goes on like this. I'm trying something.
See, I just told you it doesn't translate.
Exactly. And then the driving instructor one's hilarious as well.
Well, yeah. Anyway, I'm not going to explain, but it's really funny, really good. Sure, something else that I had my mind that we've been watching, but I can't think what it is right now. But once you start talking.
You want me to start talking now?
Well, last night I watched Last Jedi, Force Awakens, Phantom Menace.
The Last Jedi?
And
you hate that movie?
And I do. And I don't even borderline hate it. I
actually hate it. Yeah, on a molecular level.
Every level. Yeah. And Rise of Skywalker as well. Mm-hmm. Which, by the way, it's not true that I hate Last Jedi. I hate moments of the Last Jedi, but there's moments I love about it as well. So swings and roundabouts, I suppose. But yeah, it was Star Wars Day, so I watched a whole lot of Star Wars. Yeah.
Good.
I can tell you're typing.
I know. I just remembered stuff because I should have taken notes when I came out of the theater because I have things to say about.
Oh yeah, we watched the Pop-Tart.
I started watching that.
I started watching it.
Yeah,
it's really good, man. What I've watched so far, it's really good. Yeah, really enjoying that.
It's very bright and very quirky.
Yeah,
and the humor is on point. And Seinfeld, who's not a great actor, is pretty good in it. I like him.
Yeah, he's good. He's likable. Apparently, he's not a likable person in real life, but anyway, that's another story.
Jim Gaffigan's in it as well.
Yeah, he's great. I love him. Did you see?
Was Mr. Kellogg?
Have you seen the trailer though? And JFK is played by Bill Burr.
No.
By the way, genius. Absolute genius.
Because he's from New England, so it makes sense.
Absolute genius. Brilliant.
Because all he's done is he said to his mates, "Hey, I want to make a movie. Are you free between whatever date it is and whatever other date it is?" And they've gone, "Yeah, sure."
Dave Chappelle's surely in it somewhere as well. It's got to be.
Probably, yeah. Melissa McCarthy's in it as well.
Dave Chappelle's in Ripley.
There's a lot of Saturday Night Live guys in it as well. There's Mikey Day, that the annoying guy I don't like. There's Beck Bennett's in it as well. A lot of famous players.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, good fun. I'm looking forward to seeing the rest of that.
Yeah. Well, for my Star Wars weekend, I watched 3 things. I watched The Bad Batch finally, which was good. It was, sad to see them go, but it was also a good ending for them, I think. Oops,
Oh,
that was
oops,
me.
that was
Sorry.
me at the same time. Rogue One's still the best of a bunch of sequels. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's still the best Star Wars movie in the last.
Well, it's not part of the
10
sequels,
years.
though. It's like, apart from all that, isn't it? It's not
They
part
did
of
the
the.
sequel to it
It's not part of the
because
sequels.
A New Hope is the sequel to Rogue One.
Yeah. Well, Andor, New Hope's. Oh no, Andor's the prequel.
Andor's the
to
prequel
Rogue One,
to Rogue
and
One.
then
Yeah,
A New Hope's
yeah.
the.
So I watched
Rogue
The Bad
One's.
Batch anyway.
Rogue One's. Aye, sorry.
Yeah,
I
I
agree.
watched The Bad Batch. Sorry.
I agree with that, Alistair.
Yes. No, it's
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah.
Rogue One, even with the rewrites and stuff that went on. And then I watched Tales of the Empire, which is two. It's really two 45-minute episodes of the Clone Wars type animation. So one's Morgan Elspeth, who we met in The Mandalorian. Mandalorian. And it's her kind of not origin story, but kind of like how she became the magistrate. But it's taken from you, like it's taken from the fear leads to hate, hate leads to anger, anger leads to suffering. So like those episodes are all called that.
Love leads to cuddles.
Yeah, and then the other one is her that blamed Ahsoka for the bombing of the Jedi Temple in Clone Wars. It's her story about how she becomes a Inquisitor, and yeah, they were both good stories. I blasted them through in
Sounds a wee
an
bit
hour and a half.
underwhelming the way you're talking about it, though.
They're okay. They're
Was
not
it
as good as
the Jedi one?
No.
Okay.
No, the Jedi one. I think the Jedi one was really well done.
It was good, wasn't it?
I like the stories for Tales from the Jedi.
Yeah, because they
and
really
similarly,
they tied in though to the prequels as well.
Yeah.
You know, the Yaddle, the Yaddle factor.
The Yaddle factor, yeah, and it was good seeing Yaddle as well because you don't really know what happens between. Because in one movie she's there and the next minute she's not,
and we know why
so
now.
you don't really know. I mean, now we know.
Yeah, I like I say, my theory about these cartoons and stuff is just to kind of bridge the gap of whenever they have a plot hole, they're like, get a cartoon made to cover that plot hole, or make Rogue One to cover that plot hole.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that
is it worth watching?
That definitely does feel a bit like it's worth watching. It's an hour and a half.
I will watch it. I will watch it.
And it looks amazing. That's the nice thing.
Yeah,
I watched
our friend Paul. I was talking to him today, and he was saying that some of it looked a bit AI. It looked too real. Some of it.
Oh, really?
Would you say that?
There was a couple of bits where I was like, "Oh no, that definitely doesn't. It doesn't look cartoony." But I love the style of the new Clone Wars.
Yeah,
like the Bad Batch style of cartoon. I think they do a really good job of mixing and matching the kind of cartoony style with realistic, like water physics and stuff.
Yeah.
I think they do
It's
a good job.
A very good looking show, though.
Oh yeah, no, it's great. Yeah. And I watched Granite Harbor. I don't know if you've seen this.
Never even heard of it.
It's Beach Grove Garden Cops, basically. So it's set in Aberdeen, Fittlake. And it was
You're really buying Scotland now.
I know. It just so happened that everyone else was watching. I'm like, oh, okay, let's just watch this then. And it was pretty good actually. I thought it was okay. Very police procedurally type stuff. Anyway, so I went to see The Fall Guy. I don't got a problem with it. I think it's a good movie. I think Ryan Gosling is really good in it. There's a lot of Easter eggs as well for the show, from the show. There's Easter eggs from other shows that Lee Majors was in.
Cool.
Which I thought was a nice wee addition. The stunts are really good, and the story's fine. The dialogue's really good though, and there's a lot of every time I see a Ryan Gosling movie, I'm like, I don't know if I like Ryan Gosling, and then you go and see it, and you're like, oh no, he's actually really good. I don't know why
he's brilliant
with Ryan Gosling, but he's great in everything he does. Like, and I don't mean great in a. Actually, I wanted to bring this up. I was watching a TikTok, and it was Norm Macdonald talking about how actors are a different breed, and he said that he got a role in Larry Flint versus the World or whatever it's called, and Woody Harrelson was there, and he's talking to Woody Harrelson. They do a take, and so the director says, "Okay, let's just run through it or whatever it is," and he goes, "All right, okay," and so they start talking away to each other, and they're just having this conversation, and Woody Harrelson says, "Oh, do you want a beer?" And Norm goes, "Oh yeah." He's, "You having a beer one too as well?" He goes, "Yeah, of course I'm having a beer." And he goes, "Ah, that's great." He goes, "I thought you were into the more into like the weed and stuff." Like, cut. What are you doing, Norm? That's not the line. He's like, "What?" He goes, like, the guy's just talking away like it's normal. He was asking me, it was in the script, do you want a beer? Like, and he goes, he just didn't get it. And that's Ryan Gosling.
Yeah.
Is like, it's just
do you know, just listen, go and watch him in La La Land, go and watch him in Blade Runner. And
I've seen him in Blade Runner.
It's two different. No, I know you have, but you've not seen him in La La Land, you know.
I've seen him as Colt Seavers.
But
no, I've not seen La La Land. It's not my cup of tea.
You know, it's two different things, but he's like charming, but he's also dark and charming in Blade Runner. But he's great at what I'm saying is he's great at the song and dance stuff, and the heavy stuff he's great at as well.
Yeah.
You know, what's not to like, you know?
I know.
Fantastic.
¿Por qué no los dos?
So we're going to see that tomorrow, yeah. Me and Danny, bank holiday.
And then my final thing I watched, and the stunt, like I said, the stunts are great in it. Aaron Taylor Johnson, his character, for some reason, what happened there? For some reason,
oh my God, you better not cut out again.
Are you there?
Yeah, hello? I'm here.
Hello.
I'm here.
Hello. Are you there?
I'm here.
I can hear you. I can see you.
I'm here.
I saw you blink.
I'm here. You cut out.
Blink once for yes. Me. Why can we never end the show properly?
By the way, this better not happen again. I can't handle it.
Why can't we do this? It's always technical stuff. Am I still talking? Or are you still?
Before Julie. Oh God. I don't believe it.
I know.
Oh my God.
I don't know what happened there. We're back. Right. Okay. Phantom Menace. Right. Here's my 5-second review of Phantom Menace. Midichlorians. I hate midichlorians. I hate them. I hate the fact he's like, 20,000 midichlorians. Oh, he's better than not even Yoda's got that.
Yep.
I hate that stuff. Yep. Can't stand it.
Yep. Me too.
There's too much yippee. There's far too much yippee.
I hate the fact Anakin's called Annie as well.
He's called Annie, which is a bit annoying. The other thing is Sam. So there's a bit. Bless her. She said, "Why didn't James? Hello,
James Baker in his garden."
I know. I'm trying to cut light here. Oh, that's better.
Sloan's in the middle of talking about Phantom Menace. You turned up.
I'm really sorry.
As Darth Maul.
Welcome, James. Welcome.
Listen, I can't on that long, but I was just desperate to come on and have just a quick 5-minute chat, if that's all right, guys.
Right, listen. Sure. Just quickly, Sloan's just going to quickly go through.
Okay, you're online, caller. Don't swear. You are live.
Go for it.
Live from Tron.
Go for it. Do your Phantom Menace thing.
Sloan.
So what I was saying was, I hate the midi-chlorians thing. That still annoys me. The whole thing about he's more than Master Yoda. Oh God, so annoying. The yippee thing still annoys me. And the thing that got me though was, we're sitting watching it, and Sam says, "Why doesn't he just force choke him?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh my God, why didn't he?"
Yeah.
You know, the bit where Darth Maul and Qui-Gon are faced off against each other, and they're looking at each other through the force field thing. So why didn't Darth Maul just go to him? And I was like,
was that invented yet, though, at that point?
Yeah, people did it all the time, the force choke thing.
Yeah. Where the hell are you, James?
I'm outside Mark's house. I was working today and just ended up being dead late, and Gillian was overseeing Laura. And I came to pick her up, and then before I knew it, I was like 5 cans deep, and I was just like, "Oh my gosh!"
I see.
So I said to Gillian, "I'm like, I'm coming out to make a quick phone call."
I see you at Mark's.
Yeah, just about to head home. Listen, was Phantom Menace Wizard?
No, it was better than I remember. There was bits in it that I remember that was better. Sorry, there's bits that. Yeah, there was bits that I remember that weren't as good as they were this time round. Like there's a bit in it where, so the bit in it that I'm talking about with the Jewel of the Fates and all that kind of stuff, where Qui-Gon's meditating. I'm like, I get that now. I can understand that, because what he was doing was he was asking the from the Star Wars lore, he was asking the Force, "Hey, what do I do in this case? Like, what should I do?" And because he fights crap after that. I don't know if you noticed this, but he's just like like that afterwards.
At that moment for me, though, he was the calm one. It made no sense after that, though.
He fights terrible. So what I was thinking was, there's a conversation that they have about an hour before that. By the way, I'll get to the pod racing thing in a sec. There's a conversation about an hour before that, and about asking the Force, like seeking help, guidance from the Force. And I think what he was doing was seeking guidance from the Force, and the Force is basically saying, "You're not the one to train him. It's Obi-Wan. So you're out the picture, pal. You need to skedaddle."
Yeah.
And so he went and he was just doing a kind of like that kind of thing, because he's like, you see it in Liam Neeson's face. He's not in, his heart's not in it, because he's like all this kind of stuff beforehand, but then he's kind of doing this kind of like that kind of stuff, and then Darth Maul just goes and sticks someone. So I think that's the reason for that in lore. But this is like 25 years later. I'm like, epiphany. The pod racing thing, the whole Tatooine thing, is about an hour and a half of the movie, and it's an hour and a half far too long. It just takes far too long. It's like it needs to be cut to like 45 minutes at tops, because nothing happens in it. There's no exposition, no nothing. And at the very end of it, it's like, "Annie, you need to leave now." And he's like, "All right, okay, bye then." And then he's like, "I don't want to leave." And she goes, "But this is your destiny. You have to leave." And he goes, "All right."
Well, we all know it. Yeah. But was it good seeing it in the cinema?
He goes into see C-3PO, and he's like, "Bye, friend, bye," and he leaves.
Yeah, we know all that, though. But was it good seeing it in the cinema again?
It was all right.
Right, okay. Magic.
You could watch. I mean, honestly, was it worth the $8.50 to go and see it in a movie theater?
Yeah,
not really.
But you better get back in and see The Crew.
I will.
Nurse your sixth can.
I know. But have you spoken about the blockbusters?
Yes, we've done it.
You have.
What you need to do, James, is what we'll do is Sloane's gonna be here next weekend, obviously.
Yep.
Because your thing.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe you could pop in as well.
Cool. All right. I just wanted to pop on and say hello.
Appreciate it.
I know you've probably spoken about it, but I have been giving it quite some thought. And my top 3.
Oh, well, give us that then.
Oh, okay.
I'll give you a top 3. Very quick. It's Despicable Me 4.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, what's the Pixar one, which I've really annoyed?
Inside Out 2.
Oh, Inside Out
2. And Deadpool Wolverine. And I think it will be unfortunately, Despicable Me 4, because as opposed to us all going to see it, like I'll maybe go and see it, maybe I won't go and see it, but I know all my nieces and nephews and all of their classes are going to go and see it. You know, as their kind of summer movie, and there's a lot of money in that. So I think that's gonna come out top, and I think then
Despicable Me.
Despicable Me 4 will come out on top.
4. Despicable Me 4, dear.
Right, and Deadpool and Wolverine, and what was the other one? Garfield movie,
and then
Garfield movie.
What's the Pixar one that really annoys me?
Oh, Inside Out. That was
Inside Out.
Okay.
And I think that'll be third, and I think everything else will just pale into insignificance, money-wise.
So it's not the Garfield movie then?
No, not the Garfield movie.
Okay.
But the one I'm looking forward to the most out of everything, I would say Deadpool, Wolverine, and Romulus.
Oh,
Romulus for me. Yep.
So listen, on that note, guys, I'm going to leave you to it.
Right, man.
Marty.
Right. James, it's been short and sweet.
Peace.
Cheers.
All the best. Cheers. Live from Tron, James Baker. Live from the street.
Wandering the street, or what? A roving reporter.
Aye.
From the streets of Tron. Yeah. Excuse me, pal. Excuse me. Get it stuffed.
That was pretty bizarre. Yeah,
that was good. And that's it. That's all the news that's fit to print. So if you like the podcast, this is the begging part of the podcast. Don't forget to smash the old like button and share on social medias. And if you want time reminders of when we put something new up, then don't forget to hit the subscribe button, notification bell, and YouTube will work its algos. If you're listening to us on iTunes and Spotify, we are over on iTunes and Spotify. So if you're listening over there, then don't forget to give us 5 stars. That'd be awesome. And that'll push us up through the ranks, and we can retire and live on an island at around 20%.
Yeah, it was a Craig.
It was a
and get eaten by rats.
Bara. Anyway, thank you everyone for watching. Thank you very much for participating in the old chat down there.
Yeah, brilliant. That was fantastic. Really enjoyed that.
Very much appreciated. Very interactive. I love it. Catch you guys in the next one, where we'll be all together in the same room.
Yeah, I think. Well, hopefully. Yeah. Well,
we'll move everything. We'll put everything else out in the rain, and we'll see you guys next week.
Yeah.
Bye.